Howdy! Welcome to a quick introduction into the DDC Equipment Touch touchscreen controller. So let's say you've just received your new air handling unit from the factory. This unit is equipped with the DDC Equipment Touch touchscreen system, and you want to use it to set up your unit to fit your needs. First, don't be intimidated by this touchscreen controller. It's intuitive and it's easy to use, and I'll walk you through the basics of using it to set up your unit. So first, there's three main buttons at the top. There's the home button, which takes you to the home screen. Then, as you just saw me use, there's the back button, which takes you to the screen that you were just at. And then there's this button, the alarms button, that takes you to the alarm screen. And we'll get into more of the details of the alarm screen later. So one good thing to do first when setting up the unit is to log in. So go to the home and then click login here at the bottom, and it'll ask you for a password. Now the standard default user password is 0000, and the standard admin password is 1111. And you can change those passwords at a later time, but for now I'm going to leave them the same. So go ahead and click done, and now I'm logged in as the user. So one thing that you're going to want to do is set up the set points for your unit. So go to menu and set points, and this will take you to this screen which shows some of the default set points. And you can go in and click on any of these numbers and change them to whatever your desired values might be. So you can see that I just changed that to 72, and it'll load in a second. 72 degrees Fahrenheit is the set point for my building there. And you can change whatever other values you might have. And you can see that there's a scroll bar on the side here. You can click the bottom arrow to go down the screen, or you can slide the bar manually to go and see the different values that you can change. And if you don't know what something is, for instance here at the top, the min heating DAT-SP, if you don't know what DAT is, you can click on that and it'll load a screen that describes what that is so that you can better understand the different set points that you're setting. And the same goes for other things that we will set later in the process. If you don't know what something is, oftentimes you can click on it and it'll give a better description of what that thing is. So we'll go ahead and go back. And once you have your set points set at the proper place that you want them to be, then you can move on to setting your schedules. And you can either click the scheduling button there at the bottom of the set point screen, or go to home, menu, and schedules. For future reference, if you want to find just about anything, you can hit home, menu, and then find the thing on the different menus, because almost everything that you're going to need comes through that method. Home, menu, and then click the thing that you want. So you can see here that currently there is no schedule set. What you're going to want to do is add the schedule by clicking this button, and you can name the schedule whatever you want, and you have the option of it being an on or an off schedule. Basically that just means an on schedule is whenever the unit is going to be on, and an off schedule is whenever you want the system to override and not schedule the unit to turn on at that time. So first we're going to do a standard on schedule. We'll go ahead and make this a weekly one, just like a standard working week. And we're going to make it just a normal schedule. So if I click next, I can say the work day is 9 to 5, and we're going to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you want to do Saturday or Sunday, you can always do those. If you want to not do a day, just click or unclick these buttons. And then once your schedule is just right, then you're good to go. It asks if this schedule has a date range. In this case, we want this schedule to be the same for every week of every year. So we're going to leave it just as it is and say, no, it does not have a date range, and click Save. And now you can see that Monday through Friday of every day this month has been filled up with a part of the schedule. So let's say you have a work holiday on the 9th of March, and you want to schedule that the unit won't turn on that day because no one's going to be there, and you don't want to waste the energy that it takes to heat or cool the building. So let's go ahead and add a schedule, and we'll call this one Holiday. And this will be a dated schedule because we want it to be on a certain date, and it will be an off schedule because we want to schedule the unit to be off. So go ahead and click Next. And we'll say that it is an all-day event, and that automatically schedules it to be every minute of the day. And we want this to be on the 9th of March. So click Done, and we don't want it to repeat because it's only that one day. So once you click Save, you can see that on the 9th of March, that has been overridden and now there is nothing on that day. Now you can also view your schedules as a week view. So if you click the week view button there, it'll show the week. And then if we click the previous week, we can see that week when we have the off day. And you can also select specific days if you want to see every schedule that goes on that day. So for instance, let's click this Thursday here. And you can see that the Schedule 1, the standard schedule, has 9 to 5 working, but it also has the holiday off schedule. So the effective schedule is that the unit will be off all day. And that works for every day, even if you only have one thing scheduled that day, or if you have 4 schedules that day, all of them will show up at top, and then it will show the effective schedule on the bottom. Now once you have your schedule set up just like you want it, then you're good to go, and you can move on to, if you have any multiplexed inputs, you can change those in the system. I'm not going to get into those for now, but you can go and see your DDC touchscreen manual if you need to have multiplexed inputs. And then we can get to configuring the unit to get it ready for activation. So next, go to Menu and Modes. And now is when we get to the position where we pretty much turn on the unit. So supply fan control mode is how you put the supply fan in the proper mode. You have the building pressure control, the constant airflow, and the building pressure control that shows the constant airflow. And then you also have the mixing box control, which you can change. And once you have those in the right position, you can click Unit Enable Mode. Right now it's off. If you want to just run it, you can click Manual, or if you want to run it according to the schedule, click Auto. And once that's done, the unit should be running. And now once your unit is running, you might run across some alarms. If alarms were to come up, this alarm button here would turn red. And then you can click on the alarms button and it will show you whatever alarms you have. Currently I don't have any alarms, so it doesn't have anything to show. But if I did have alarms, I could click the active alarms button and it would show me the active alarms. And if I wanted to clear those alarms, I can click the clear active button and the alarms will go away. And if you need any help on fixing any of the alarms that you might have, you can look again in the DDC touchscreen controller manual. And those are the basics of the DDC touchscreen controller. In no time, you should be able to have your new unit running and ready to keep your space comfortable. Thank you.